pilots, and welcome back to Season 6 of Flight Academy. This is semi-final number 2. Myself versus Ned. Ned is undefeated. 7-0 record so far against my 4-3. And for those of you that remember how it went in the round robin, Ned clearly got the victory over me on that one. So I'm looking for revenge. Probably voting against me, though, because he is a darn rebel. We have
defeated in this Flight Academy is James, because I didn't play in it.
I tell you what, I would love to have you in Flight Academy. I reckon you would just have so much fun with it.
Point.
We will do it. Well, maybe we'll have to do a TTS Flight Academy to get some more people involved.
But right away, you have Agent Callus to put his condition on Luke, and I think that's the right call.
Yeah.
We've seen throughout all of Ned's previous games that Luke is such a massive threat.
Well, not even just this season. In Season 5, Andy took Luke to victory with Luke and the U-Wing. The Battle of the Yavin, Luke Skywalker is great.
Yeah.
It is very 5 points is too cheap.
In an X-Wing, in a game called X-Wing that's Star Wars, he should be at least one of the best ships.
Yeah, absolutely. He is so good. And then he's paired up with Fenral. Now, I know this isn't Scum Fenral, but he's paired up with
Scum Fenral. That would be just disgusting.
I mean, I'm thinking of combinations which I would hate to come up against. Battle of Yavin Luke and Battle of Yavin Vader. Battle of Yavin Luke and Scum Fen.
The thing is, Scum Fen and Vader are not 5 points.
No, Scum Fen is 6 and Vader is also 6. So if we were to do mixed faction, oh god, that's another thought. Now we could do mixed factions. Maybe Season 7 or Season 8. We'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, it's a very, very strong combo, and so far weathering it. Obviously, it looks like Ned only really has Yor to shoot at. That's a good shot. I don't like that. Yeah, spend the focus to take no damage early doors. But yeah, Luke Skywalker is
by all of those green dice.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to roll lots of green dice. But yeah, Luke Skywalker is obviously, in my opinion, here the scary one. Proton torpedoes, basically. Especially with instinctive aim, he doesn't even need a target lock to use them.
No, but if he gets it, it's much better.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one.
What was your thoughts going into this? Just target Luke first?
Yeah, basically, Luke was the danger piece in this, and he's got a lot of health. The Force makes him tricky, and couple that with R2, so that if he does lose a shield, he's like, well, I can just get away and not take a shot. That does make it very tricky to take on. Then, although he's only got 4 health, no shields, Concordia face-off, multiple evades, just the squirminess of him, he's a much harder ship to catch. So for me,
Ned's ships are higher initiative than you. So
yeah, there is that.
Knowledge of where everyone is against you.
Absolutely, that does make it a lot harder for me there. I'm going to have to, especially with your and the defender's abilities, I'm really going to have to try and push those as best as possible. So get that target lock, try for the boost, which didn't work.
Oh, yeah. See who he can proton torpedo, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an old strategy, but it checks out.
Yep, it's a solid strategy, and I mean, we've seen it so many times throughout
Meanwhile,
his
Ben
flight.
going, you know what? I want range 1.
Yeah, that is a very scary prospect. We've got a lock on Vizier and a range 1 Fend on Vizier. I may as well just pick him up right now. Although I do get 2 evade dice against Luke if he does decide to Proton because of the rock. But that's very, very good.
That is a painful hit from Fen.
Yeah. I get an evade though.
3.
So 2 shields and a singular crit.
Depends what that is.
I direct
Direct hit. Oh.
So
Not
that's
what we want to see.
not a great start.
So then over to Luke, who is firing a proton. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking if it's through the rock.
It is through that rock, so I do get... Oh, I could still survive this.
Okay. Spends the lock.
That makes it a bit harder.
Full damage. In fact, gets 3 crits out of it.
Yeah. I don't survive it.
Vizier. Well,
So first crit, second crit, third crit. No more direct hits in there.
I don't think we really need to know what those all are.
No. Obviously we try not to have players repeating ships through seasons, so I wouldn't be taking Vizier again. But I did enjoy flying the Reaper. It was quite nice to have the Reaper. We don't see it all that often, so to be able to use it was good. Having a chat off camera with Ned, he said, "Oh, Merrick Steele would have been great to go with the defender," and annoyingly, I agree with him. Merrick Steele would have been in the entire advance would have been a great.
But you wanted to use the medium ship.
Yeah, I wanted to use the defender. I wanted to use the Reaper. And you know what?
I wonder if maybe different crew might have helped out.
Possibly. I mean, the Gar Saxon
although Ned has taken out Vizier, Captain Euro is still a defender.
Yes, and we have seen in previous games that a defender is nothing to turn your nose up at. I mean, against Ben in the round robin, he took out Vizier, and then his immediate
that is a very nice barrel roll from Luke.
Yeah.
If it fits.
Oh, it fits.
I think it does.
The one forward to victory from those rebels is just good. Can Fen?
I don't know if I think a boost would not get him a shot. So I think you just stay there, probably grab a lock, and then turn around next time, right?
Yeah, looks like that's what Ned's doing.
Yeah, grab a lock and save it for later.
Checks out. This
again, high initiatives really paying off for Ned.
It's knowing where your opponent is just brilliant.
Especially when you're trying to fire off proton torpedoes, having that extra bit of range control with maybe some repositioning is very good, because you've got instinctive aim if you need to change your range.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, only taking 1 shield there is actually the absolute
so
best.
Range 1 shot, that's pretty good for you.
Yeah.
I wonder a K-turn.
Oh, a white K-turn?
What? From a defender? I mean,
it does make it slightly predictable, but also is just
got one of those little target locks.
Yeah, they are really cool. There's a little Mandalorian helmet, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it was also another just fun-looking target lock.
I think I got given it by someone at an event, but I can't remember who. So sorry if it was you who gave it to me.
Yeah, and if I remember rightly, that little one there that's just gone down, I think is like a little cat.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm kind of looking at my screen, squinting a bit, going, "It's yellow."
Yeah. But yeah, some really cool little target logs. And again, if you go to a few events, obviously there are people that you get some cool stuff from people, and it's always really nice. And
Some people have
sometimes,
some really fun things to just hand out to their opponents.
yeah. And that's one of the things that I absolutely love about the community as well. When you do go to events and people just say like, "Oh, I've got some cool cards. Do you want some cool cards?" And you're like, "Oh, okay, cool." You kind of wish that you had something to reciprocate with, but at the same time,
You can feel a little guilty not having anything to give back.
Some of those players, they don't mind. They're just there to have fun and just enjoy themselves, help the community out. So if you are the kind of person that takes stuff to events to hand out, we love you. But obviously you don't have to do that. So don't ever feel forced to. Oh, target lock, spend the focus, getting 3. Only taking 1.
Yours doing okay. He's still got a shot from Luke coming at him.
He's got to weather a range 1, and I'm not.
Which is good for you.
Yeah.
And that's a strong hit from Luke.
Does he spend both force?
I think you do.
Yeah.
I mean Luke, if you're getting shot at, you get a force back anyway.
Yeah, that's all shields down on your now, so this has become a very tough game for me. But I do have range 1.
You do, and Luke has spent a lot of his force. He's got 1 back.
Yeah.
But you've still got your focus.
Focus,
a
target
range 1
lock.
focus shot, you've got a good chance of doing a chunk.
Yeah.
And you got the lock.
Oh!
That is a good roll.
That's 2 hits, 2 crits
You
into
didn't need
Luke.
that focus.
So that is shields down
And you can't even use
That's
the force on that. Okay. I mean, that's as good as you're really going to get.
And that crit is stunned pilot, and we're just going for the ion. Range 1 ion cannon to get another damage through. Now we spend the focus. Luke is ionized. Nothing you can do about that.
Now, can he R2 when he's ionized?
It's when you reveal your dial and you do set a dial.
Yeah, but I don't think you technically reveal it. You just set it to show when they're being ionized. Oh no, because it's now you got the bank moves, haven't you? So you choose.
Yeah, because you can bank. So yeah.
So maybe
I believe you can. But 4K.
Oh, is that going to fit though?
Back into position.
Oh my!
Thank you very much.
You've done 4Ks too many times to know that fits.
Yeah, I've done a fair few 4Ks throughout this format. I think in one game I did 3 4Ks in a row, just because it was the best option.
That's the opponent not seeing yet another one coming.
Yeah. The thing is, this ship has a 2K as well, but it's red and I don't like using it. Like if
Lucas gone that way, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Get a bit of distance.
Looks like he has spent an R2, so he has got a shield back. Still stays at half, but that's it's a bit more protection to not lose Luke.
And with where you've got Captain, your Fen is either going to bump and take a range 0 shot or fly past you. Ooh.
So flying past.
Do you maybe try and take a shot on Fen unless he repositions? Which I think he will.
This is a really tough one. I've got a range 1 shot on
Fen. Because that rock's in the way. He can't really boost forward because there's a Cloud or Luke in the way. Barrel in the other way doesn't really help.
No.
You might just have to take a focus.
So, looking at this positioning, it is an incredibly tough choice.
But Luke's...
Luke has got 3 left, and I could double tap
if you don't go into Luke, he could R2 another shield.
Yeah.
Fen is at range 1.
And I've got to double
his extra defense, or not? Because he's facing the other way.
It's forward to forward.
I think you switch over and take a shot on Fen.
Yeah.
But you're measuring to Luke, so we'll see.
Oh, actually, while you defend, if the attack range is 1 and you're in the attacker's forward arc, change 1 result to an evade, so he does get it.
Oh, he does get Concordia. Okay, so
Yeah.
Probably Luke then. Yeah. Try and stop
So,
him before he
3
gets on the
dice.
field.
I've got the lock as well.
Not the best.
Spend the focus. You know what? It's worth it. If I can get 1 in, which I get 1 in, that shield down,
and then Ion.
Double tap with the Ion. See if I can control him a little bit more. If I can get 1 more damage in, that puts me in a good spot. There's 2. That's 2.
That's a good chance to at least get damage. Which it does.
Gets a damage. That puts Luke down to 1.
Okay.
So that's actually, you know what?
I feel like you could get this back, but time is not on your side at this point.
Yeah, 5 minutes left. I need to take Luke out, and
also,
then
Luke, you can get
halfway
ionized. So Luke is either gonna zoom away and get another shield back, or maybe turn around and take a shot.
Oh, that's risky. There is a small gap there. The defender is a big small base ship.
Is that a 2 bank?
Looks like a 2 bank.
I think you're good.
But do I don't hit Luke, but do I clear Fen? That's the question.
I think you do, looking at where the little corner bit is.
Yeah.
Question is, will you have a shot on Luke, or is Luke just gonna go away?
That is
at this point, and I think you're right to go for Luke.
Yeah.
But if you don't get the shot on Luke, then that's it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, because I need this turn to get the shot on Luke, and then hope that next turn I can try and get a shot
on Fen. Yeah. Oh, okay. Luke has gone that way. I guess potentially barrel roll behind the cloud.
Oh, he's used R2 again to get that shield back.
I mean, he knew he wasn't turning around, so yeah.
Yeah, make it a little bit harder. So that looks like
that is the safest thing Ned could do.
Yeah. What does Fen do?
Really, no. I guess maybe a Talon Roll? Yeah, I feel like we've got a little Talon Roll coming out here.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
It's the absolute right call there. 100% the right call there, because...
But you know you're really trying to take out Luke, so Fen is fairly safe to just sit in front of you.
And now again, the dilemma is right in front of me. Do I range 1 into Fen now?
Well, first off, do you survive Fen?
Do I survive Fen?
Possibly not with a roll like that.
That's 3.
And
oh,
okay.
That's how you do it, and you can see that I was happy about that. Now, range 1 into Fen with 1 reroll because of no escape.
I still think you go for Luke position to K-turn next time and go for Fen.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Like, really, you need to kill both of them to get the win anyway.
It's more a case
in terms of like following up another shot, I think it's easier to turn around and hit Fen from here rather than trying to turn and take out Luke.
I've gone for Fen. I've gone for Fen.
Okay. Fen does get his Concordia evade, so effectively he's already got 1 result.
Yeah. which he gets 2. He gets 3, so it's only 1 damage. Right now, a little bit of regret for going for Fen, but I think, yeah, I probably should have gone for Luke, but...
It would have been, what, the same number of dice for Luke, so Luke also would have lived, so I don't think it really mattered in the end in terms of that. Question is, what has Luke done? Because if he's just done that, he's got away from you, really.
He's gone the other way.
Oh, he's talent rolled, though. I wonder if he's going to just go, you know what? Proton Torpedo.
I mean, yeah, why not? Do we... Or has he just talent rolled us both out of arc there? Which would be a little bit of an...
Either way,
Ned's one.
I've done this because you're definitely not killing both of his ships in this turn.
No.
But I am curious to see what happens between Luke and Captain Yor.
I mean, in all honesty, I think I've done pretty well here. I'm happy with my
game, if you survive this, if this game went on for longer, I think you could have it.
Yeah. In a 30-minute game, I would have had a bit more time. But you know what? That's partly why we have that 25-minute time limit. It adds that extra little bit of pressure. It stops it from...
Nice short videos for our wonderful audience.
Absolutely.
Wait.
And that is a double out of arc. Ned remains undefeated. Very, very well played there, Ned, though. A
clean run through this entire tournament. I
It's
guess I'll
only-
just have to watch the final to find out.
Absolutely, you will. Will he make it 9 games undefeated, take the crown in his first season in Flight Academy, or will Wes take that crown, snatch it out from under him, and give Ned the first loss? To be honest, you guys are just going to have to come back and find out. But in the meantime, James, it was a Rebel victory.
It was, and you lost, so wins all round.
Oh, I can feel the hate bubbling. No, I mean, to be honest, that was a fantastic game. Ned flew that really well. R2-D2, if it wasn't for him, I'd have done it.
The damage you saw on Vizier was mad.
That was insane. I mean, that was just...
Like, even through the cloud, that proton torpedo just did so much. And the direct hit as well, like,
It's the story of the Reaper, though, to be honest. I think it only survived 2 games throughout the entire thing. So
that does show also R2 doing work, because that kept Luke alive.
And we said Luke was good. But thank you very much for joining us there, James.
Thank you for having me on.
And guys, as you said, we have 2 games left. We have a 3rd place showdown between myself and Ben to try and dry some of those tears and let us end on a victory. But more importantly, we have Ned versus Wes in the finals. So like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.